Good day, beautiful ladies and gents. How are you? Isn't it great? Anyways, so today let's talk about how I structure my own personal bank account. Now, this might not be a question some of you ask, but might want to know. Who knows? So, how I do it. So basically, how do I know when to put money into my investing account? All that stuff. How I do it. It's pretty simple for the most part, and I'll explain. I have like a ton of investing accounts. It's a little weird and complex, but quite simple. I'll explain it. I'll show it to you. Anyways, little context. So, I got my main account. It's basically called the checking account. So basically, think of it as like a hub, and it is the check account. Okay? So the checking account. So everything goes in and out. So if I gotta make a payment or something. So if I gotta make a payment, it goes out of here. Gotta pay. If I get paid from work, for example, so paycheck. So my paycheck will go into here. That's pretty much how that works. If I then want to funnel money out into investing, it goes right here. So if I want to invest, that's what I do. It's pretty simple. But how I do this, okay, so checking. So I have my checking account, everything goes out there, pay my bills, my paycheck goes into here. It's pretty simple, right? And investing. So how do I do this? How do I know when to invest? Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so this is where it gets a little bit complicated. So in investing, so this branch here, I have six accounts. Okay, this is where it gets complicated a little bit. So in my investing accounts, I got 6. So how are they divided? Well, I have Canadian. That's pretty standard. It's just the standard Canadian. So basically, if I want to buy stocks, it goes Canadian stocks go there. I'm Canadian.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land.
I buy Canadian stocks. And then I have my USD. It's literally the exact same account, but for American. So this is where I buy all my American stocks. Then I have Canadian. This might get too small to see, so listen to my voice, but Canadian margin. So it's a margin account. Now it's actually not a margin account in a sense, but it is called that. So this is where if I want to buy options. If I want to buy options, I buy it under the Canadian margin account. If I want to buy Canadian options, if I want to buy USD options, so I would have a United States margin account. This is where I buy my United States options. So pretty simple enough, I think. And then I have 2 more accounts under that, and it is again Canadian and USD, and these ones are short. Okay, so these are short accounts. Basically, if I want to take any short positions in anything, so if I want to short the market, that's literally what it is. It's a short. It's just called that, short. It's so if I want to short the market for US or Canadian stocks, I would buy them under there. So that's pretty much the 6 investing accounts I have. Pretty much all of them are funded except for normally the short accounts. Unless I have a short position, I don't normally do short positions. I have done a few. I've never done a Canadian short position though, so Canadian short has never seen any action. All 5 other accounts have seen actions. So yeah, that's pretty much how I do it. But how do I know when to put money in? It's a great question. So it goes back to the checking account. Now, for a little context, I have a bank account with TD Canada Trust. It's a Toronto Dominion Bank. That's what it stands for, TD. Sneaky. But yeah, so I have this bank account. I like them. They're good. They do charge, so, but I think you get good service. And, when Robinhood goes out, you're definitely happy you have a TD bank account. Besides, I can't get Robinhood. I'm Canadian, and they don't like us. We're aliens, basically. But anyways, so I wore a Roots Canada shirt just to show I'm Canadian, to prove it to you. But yeah, so my checking account. I need at least $5,000 in there to not pay any fees. Now you might say that sucks. Some of you might be like, that's cool. I'm not sure, but that's how it is. I like it personally because my bank account allows me to do quite a few things. I might get more into this in another video, but basically the $5,000 gives you some perks. It waives all banking fees. If I don't have $5,000, I have to pay $30 a month, which is $360 a year, which is kind of expensive for just a bank account. But anyways, it's literally $1 a day, so that sucks. But yeah, I know there's 365 days. I rounded. Anyways, So checking. So I have to keep a minimum of 5. Just for the fact that I like a cushion, I keep 10. So I keep 10K in my checking account pretty much at all times. Sure, it goes under there sometimes. It goes above, goes under. It happens. But pretty much 10K is the number. So now what I do is when I get, say, like a paycheck in, and I go to like, I don't know, say I have 15K. So say I pay all my bills. So say I go down to 12 and a half. That 12 and a half is pretty much now getting funneled into investing, okay? So that's pretty much what I do. That's how that works. It's pretty simple. I do like to pay all my bills first. I know pay yourself, but I put in way more than 10%. Easily. I easily put in at least 20, 25%, so I don't really have to pay myself first because it's always going in, you know, and it's always in there. So, but once it's in there, it doesn't always mean it's invested, I should add, right? It's just because this money is going into one of these accounts. It is Canadian. This, I should add, this is Canadian, so this is a, you know, Canadian account, okay? So if I have to put it into US, it's probably staying in US, okay? Because I have to change currencies, and then if I want to go back, I have to change currencies again. I also have a US checking account. It normally doesn't have too much money in there, but just because I have United States stocks and whatnot, and when I sell them, I can put them back into my United States account. Not to mention, if I go across the border and I go to the States, then I have my US checking account, which I can then use. And this helps me get a better rate on currency exchange, which helps me save money in the long run because of changing money back and forth all the time, which is a pain. So normally once money goes into the US, it stays in US, it stays invested in US, or stays in cash, okay? So just because it has money doesn't mean I invest it, right? So pretty much how it works is I like to keep at least 10% of the portfolio in cash, preferably up to 30. In the past, like couple months, because of coronavirus, COVID, whatever you want to say, you know, I've definitely kept more cash than I normally do. So I've seen more opportunities now. So I decided to get more cash in there, right? So the cash has definitely been waiting to be deployed, and I've deployed a lot of it. I want to deploy more of it for sure. Got to get those workers working. Got to make my money, make me some money. You know, gonna be working for the rest of my life. Jeez. Anyways. So that's pretty much what I do. It's pretty simple for the most part. Yeah, any money that goes into checking, once I pay all my bills normally, I always have money left over because my bills are less than what I make, thankfully. So I'm always financially positive. So because of that, I put the rest of the money back into investing, which is pretty cool. Also, if I ever get like dividends or anything, it stays in the account. I don't have it on drip just because I have to pay fees. So due to the fact that I won't be able to actually buy like a full share or anything, it's going to buy like fractional shares for some companies, especially like Apple, right? So I would get like fractional shares. So I just keep the cash, and like I want to buy the stock when I want to buy it, you know? So just because like they pay you a dividend doesn't mean I want to buy it right away. I feel like that's more of a passive way of investing, and that's great for a lot of people, really. You just buy it, you forget about it. But I don't like to do that, you know? I like to see which company to buy next, see if I should put more money into that current company, so on and so forth. So I prefer to do it myself. Pretty much it, right? Yeah, that's pretty much how I have my account set up. Pretty simple, pretty easy. I think it's nice. You guys and gals can let me know how you do it, how you like it. Am I doing it horribly? Maybe. I think I'm doing it pretty good though. But if I'm doing it wrong, I don't know if there is such thing. How can you do it wrong? Anyways, let me know what you think. If you don't think anything, then just comment that below and say I don't think anything. That's cool too. I will definitely like your comment, and I might favorite it. Yeah, you ever get your comment and favorite it? You get a notification. If you want a notification, comment down below and I'll prove it to you. Yeah, right now. Do it. And while you're doing that, you might as well hit that like button. Why not? Damn, hit that like button. Turn on that bell notification to get notified whenever I post a video. Ding! How cool is that? You'll also get a notification. Don't you love notifications? Damn. And since you did all that, you might as well subscribe. That's probably the number one thing I'd like you to do. Subscribe. Do it. Do it. Come on. Do it. I dare you. Till next time. See you later. Have an amazing, beautiful, one-of-a-kind, life-changing day. And always remember to wash your hands. Till next time.